was a typical day for most people. Sun in the sky, people in the pool, town in full swing. But there's something off about today. A particular house on the end of town has a cloud of gloom hanging over it. Children ride past on their bicycles, unaware of the service that is going on in the house. The sign outside states, Gregory Manson, Funeral Home. The sign is old and rotting with age, just like the house itself. Inside the downstairs parlor, there is no color today. Even the flowers are pure white. If this was a television show, viewers would think they were watching an old black and white film. People gather around the casket and peer down at the one who is no more. All except one man in the back of the room who doesn't move or speak to anyone. The man sat at the back of the room by himself. He had no tears coming to his eyes and no used tissues in his pressed suit pockets. His black hair was perfectly slicked back, and his eyes roamed the room, surveying everyone else who had gathered here today. His small lips curled down into a frown at the sight of all these people mourning. Half these people here never met outside of today, and now they're all acting like they've known each other their entire lives. No one had ever seen the man at the back of the room before, but everyone was too afraid to ask him how he knew the deceased. Occasionally, people would come up to him and ask him how he was holding up, but he would just reply with a curt nod and let the people go on their way. Most people shied away from the back of the room, preferring to stand up by the casket in favor of standing by the silent, brooding man. The guests filed out of the room slowly, making their way out of the house and down into the street to get into their cars and move on with their lives. The last guest to leave looked back at the man in the back of the room as she stepped one foot into the hallway. She opened her mouth, about to say something to him, then thought twice about it. Without looking back, she left, just like all the other guests. The man took a deep breath, got up, and moved up to the casket. This was the first time he peered down at the young boy in the box today. His skin was almost translucent, his body was ice cold. The man reached down to the boy's face, lifted one eyelid, and said quiet, secret words that were centuries old. The boy twitched, just a little bit, and expelled his soul from his mouth. The man left the room and disappeared into the streets. His job was done.